Pollyanna, Part 1. A small girl with a gentle smile in a quiet town between soft green hills stood a simple house. The house was old and a little worn, but inside it felt calm and steady. One morning, a small girl arrived. Her name was Pollyanna. She was not very tall. Her hair was light. Her eyes were bright and kind. She held a small suitcase in her hand. Pollyanna had traveled a long way to live with her aunt. Her parents were gone now, so she came to this town to a new life with a gentle heart. When Pollyanna stepped inside the house, her aunt looked at her quietly. She was a serious woman. She spoke softly but not warmly. "This will be your room," her aunt said. The room was small. There were no pictures on the walls, no soft curtains, no bright colors. Pollyanna looked around slowly. Then she smiled. "It is nice," she said. Her aunt looked surprised. "There is no view," her aunt said. "No flowers. No pretty things." Pollyanna nodded. "Yes," she said gently. "But I am glad to have a room at all." Her aunt did not answer. She turned away. Pollyanna placed her suitcase down. She sat on the bed and folded her hands. Her smile stayed. Part 2. The Glad Game. That evening, Pollyanna sat by the window. The sky outside was soft and blue. Her aunt sat nearby, reading quietly. After a moment, Pollyanna spoke. "Aunt," she said, "do you know the glad game?" Her aunt lowered her book. "The what?" she asked. "The glad game." Pollyanna repeated softly. "It is a game my father taught me." Her aunt listened. "When something sad happens," Pollyanna said, "we try to find something to be glad about." Her aunt was silent. Pollyanna continued. "When I wanted a doll," she said, "I once received crutches instead." Her voice stayed calm. "At first, I felt sad. But then," she smiled, "I was glad. I did not need to use them." The room felt very quiet. Her aunt closed her book. "That is an unusual game," she said. Pollyanna nodded. "Yes," she said. "But it helps my heart feel light." Outside, the evening grew still. A bird rested on the roof. The house felt a little warmer. Her aunt did not smile, but she did not turn away. That night, Pollyanna lay in bed. The room was dark. The house was quiet. She closed her eyes and she felt thankful, thankful for the bed, thankful for the roof, thankful for the day. Her breath grew slow and soft. The glad game rested gently in her heart. Part 3. A town that listens. Days passed slowly in the quiet town. Pollyanna walked through the streets each morning. She greeted everyone she met. She did not hurry. She did not speak loudly. But people began to notice her. At the bakery, an old man stood behind the counter. He looked tired. His hands moved slowly. "Good morning," Pollyanna said softly. The old man nodded. "It is hard to smile today," he said. Pollyanna thought for a moment. "Then we can be glad. We do not have to smile all the time," she said gently. The old man blinked. Then slowly he smiled. At the corner house, a woman sat alone by her window. Her curtains were always closed. Pollyanna stopped and waved. The woman opened the window just a little. "I am lonely," the woman said quietly. Pollyanna nodded. "Yes," she said, "but I am glad we can talk right now." The woman stayed silent. Then she opened the window wider. Little by little, Pollyanna's voice moved through the town. Not quickly, not loudly, like sunlight through a narrow window. People did not change at once, but they listened, and sometimes they smiled without knowing why. Part 4. When Gladness Feels Hard. One afternoon, Pollyanna walked home slowly. The sky was gray. Her steps were quiet. Inside the house, her aunt waited. Her face looked tired. She held a letter in her hand. "Sit down," her aunt said softly. Pollyanna sat. Her aunt spoke slowly. "I have not always been kind," she said. "I do not know how." Pollyanna listened. Her smile was smaller now, but it was still there. "That is all right," she said gently. "We can be glad that we are together now." Her aunt looked away. That night, Pollyanna lay in bed. The room felt colder. The glad game felt harder. She closed her eyes and tried to be thankful. Thankful for the house, thankful for the town, but her heart felt heavy. "I am glad," she whispered, "that tomorrow can be a new day." Outside, the town slept. Inside, Pollyanna rested quietly. Her breath grew slow. Even when gladness felt small, it was still there, waiting. Part 5. When the town learns to be glad. One quiet morning, the town felt different. Not brighter, not louder, just a little softer. Pollyanna had been resting at home. She had not gone out for some days. People noticed. The bakery felt quieter. The corner house stayed silent. The streets missed her gentle steps. One by one, people began to visit the house. They did not speak much. They did not hurry. They sat quietly and waited. Pollyanna lay in bed, listening to soft voices nearby. Her aunt sat beside her. She held Pollyanna's hand. "You taught us something," her aunt said quietly, "even when we did not know it." Pollyanna opened her eyes. Her smile was small, but warm. "I was glad," she whispered, "to be here." Outside the room, people spoke softly. They remembered the glad game. Someone said, "I'm glad. I can still hear the birds." Another said, "I am glad. I'm not alone." The town did not change suddenly, but something gentle moved through it, like a warm breath on a cool morning. Part 6. A quiet happiness. Time passed. Slowly, carefully, Pollyanna grew stronger. She began to sit by the window again. The sky looked wide and calm. Her aunt stayed close. She spoke more softly now. She listened more. One afternoon, Pollyanna smiled and said, "I am glad for the quiet days." Her aunt nodded. "So am I," she replied. The town outside felt peaceful. People walked a little slower. They looked at one another more kindly. They did not always feel glad, but they remembered that gladness was possible. That night, Pollyanna lay in bed. The house was quiet. The window was open just a little. A soft breeze moved the curtains. She closed her eyes. She felt thankful. Thankful for people. Thankful for small moments. Thankful for today. Her breathing grew slow and steady. The glad game rested gently inside her heart. Outside, the town slept. Inside, everything was calm, and happiness, quiet and simple, stayed.